What's up, people of YouTube? This is Grow Me Something Mister. It's Saturday, December 6th, 2014. I have a garden update for you. Let's start with this bed here. I have some compost in here that I took from the compost pile to just start whittling it away. These are my cabbages. Don't see anything really significant just yet. They have gotten larger. One big thing that you'll notice is different is that my okra's gone. When we had a freeze, or a partial sort of freeze, about 2 weeks ago, it pretty much wiped them out, so I was done with it anyway. So my beds are quite low to the ground now. My Chinese cabbage, I'm going to be harvesting these, but I'm not going to harvest them down to the root. I'll show you that shortly. Nothing coming up here yet. I have my onion, nothing coming through as far as anything to pick. Same thing with these, the cheddar, cauliflower. Nothing coming up here. I did plant some onions that my brother sent me, and those have come up. So, like I said, no cheddar. My tomatoes, they got wiped out by the cold weather. I didn't know the cold actually was going to be coming, so I didn't get to cover them up. This is my compost pile. Pretty much leaving it as it is. There's a bunch of ants in it, so I don't want to put too much more out. My broccoli bed. You'll see I have some broccoli ready to harvest. It's 6 to 7 inches. I'll give you some specs as to how and when to harvest. But most all of these plants have broccoli growing, so pretty happy about that. My cauliflower, if you recall, these are small. These have gotten quite large, and I noticed that I have some cauliflower ready to start growing for me. So let's get the rest of the bed. Quite the difference here. Everything basically is dying back. I have some irises that I planted as well to get ready for the spring. So all that's down. The grapes, those leaves are down. I'm going to leave that as is. I still have my parsley and my hot and spicy oregano going. Satsuma is also the same. Still doing well. There's another bed for irises. My other tomatoes are gone, like I said, from here. They got wiped out. I had squash that got wiped out as well from the cold weather. I'm just going to let it grow. It's still green, just to see what happens. And some of these smaller plants I might transplant into the main beds where I have space, because in wintertime they might not make it. And if they don't make it through the winter, it's just as well they're not going to make it through the transplant, so I'll take a chance. These plants here are getting pretty hit hard from aphids. So, I don't know, these might be a lost cause. They're not messing with my kale though, so thank goodness for that. Alright, let's go harvest some broccoli. So what do you look for when it's time to harvest? I have two examples of one that is ready and one not ready. This one's not ready. Proportional to the size, it's still a little small. It's about 5 inches. Everything is tight. All the florets are tight to it. So because everything's still tight, it's not ready just yet. It can grow to a certain size, and once it gets to that size, it starts to expand. When it starts to expand, then you know you've reached maximum size, and you can go ahead and pick it. If it expands too much and starts to open up flowers, then you can't eat it, just throw in a compost pile. This one here is ready to go. It's a good 6, 7, almost 8 inches in diameter. You can see things are loose with it, things are expanded. The way you cut it is down to the first set of leaves, so about 5 inches, 6 inches down is where you cut it with the knife, and it's good to go for whatever you want to make. Okay, so this is the one we're going to harvest right here. According to my uncle, go down to the first set of big leaves. So this looks like it here, about 5, 6 inches down. We're going to cut right here with just a straight knife. And that's it. Nice head of broccoli. Oh, and did I mention, don't dare cut the plant down from the base, because what's going to happen is, all around here, it's going to create offshoots. The florets aren't going to be as large as the main head, but you'll still be able to get decent-sized florets, and I have 24 plants, so if I can get one additional floret per plant, that's a nice-sized meal for you. So just let this go, and let it continue growing until your plants die down. Okay, so this Chinese cabbage has a similar situation with the broccoli. I could just pull the whole thing out from the ground, just cut it from the very bottom and let it go, but if I do that, that's all the plant can give. If I cut it up about 1 inch or so, I'd be able to have the plant grow additional leaves for me. So I'll go ahead and cut that with a straight knife. And there we go. Let's cut all we have. Alright, so this is what I harvested. 2 heads of Chinese cabbage, 5 heads of broccoli. So, first time growing both of these, and I have plenty more broccoli to come, 24 plants total. And like I said, each of those individual floret will be coming through as well. So, that's it. If there's something that you want to see, something that you want to know about, please go ahead and ask me. If there's some information that you want to give to me to help me out, I'd appreciate that as well. If you want to email me, you go ahead and do that, strawhatvideo@gmail.com. So, that's going to be a wrap-up today. This is going to be something Mr. And remember, well, I don't have an exit line, so see you later, everybody.